tell you, that was not very difficult to perform. Any questions on that?
What's wrong?
Page 294.
What's N and then
294. Syncopation, including irregular and mixed meters. Yeah, this one's going to be tough because they're mixing the meters and they're throwing a lot of syncopation. Actually, they were doing that on that one before, the one with all the extra notes in it. Actually, there's nothing new here as far as how to count it. It's mainly just trying to figure out the syncopation. So if you look at number 1, well, we already know what we need to know to count that. The trouble is practicing enough to be able to do the syncopation. So we know the first measure is 1, take, 4, lolly. We know the second measure is 1, take, 2, take, 4, lolly. It's just getting from that syncopation to the triplet. It takes some practice. We know the third measure, 1 ta, 2 te, te, lolly. But you see coming, it goes te, te, and then all of a sudden splitting into 3 parts. That is difficult to do. It's hard to get the triplets even. And then the second last measure and the last measure we know. 1 ta, 2 ta, 3 ta, 4 ta, 1. So on here, there's really nothing new to discover how to count. It's a matter of just practicing it until you can do it evenly. So what I would say, if you get something complex like this with a lot of syncopation, and you're having trouble, say, switching to that triplet because of the syncopation beforehand, first, try it without the ties. So the first measure, without the tie, would be 1 te, 2 te, 3 te, 4 lolly. And then once you can do it that evenly, then put the tie back in. 1 te, 2 te, 4 lolly. Okay, try the whole thing with the ties, and then we'll mess up and we'll go back and try it without the ties so that you can figure it out. This is number 1. 1, 2, 3, and 'It's all confusing. Now, take the first measure, take the tie out. Ready? And now remember when we did this. So you should already know how to go 3, 3, 4, lolly, 3, 4, lolly, 3, 4, lolly. So one more time. First measure. Ready? And put the tie back in, and so take the syncopations out, try it, put the syncopations back in, should be a little easier. That's just the strategy for doing this. Hold on, I'm going to skip around a bit. Trying to get the rhythm stuff. 314, complex divisions of the beat, dividing the beat into 5 parts. These are all 5s. Anybody not copy this down?
No, I got it.
We got it? You do not.
When I had to play these, I just think in my head, when's the Lita Tay? I just add in whatever I feel like doing. It's like, what's going on?
All right. 1.
I don't know if you've ever seen like this, a group with 7 or a group with 5. The 5s are not terribly difficult to do. When I was a high school band director, I had a band piece and I kept seeing this group of 5 and I thought, oh, I'm going to be spending weeks on this. And I just demonstrated to the students and then they played it correctly and I never had to come back to it. It feels a little like you're rushing 4/16 notes. So you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Yeah. So to practice these, first you have to see how quick you're going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. Wish I had a big loud metronome. Let's do the first half and then the second half. So first half, we could go a little faster. So now with this steady beat, now don't play yet, just listen. 1, 1. Okay, then we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See what we're doing? We're trying to keep the same beat, but changing. The reason I want to do it in halves is if we go slow enough to get the end, we're going so slow it's hard to feel the triplet. So let me speed it. Okay, here we go. Now, do each one 4 times. So in other words, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4 times. And 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, go down. Now I'm going to slow it down a bit so we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now try just the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, stop. 1 and that's 3 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try that. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, stop. Now the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's like 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So usually the way you practice this is you try to get something clicking a steady beat, and you just a good way. Believe it or not, the way I used to practice this is the parking lot at my college was a long way from the classroom, so I began to walk, and I go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and I would just go from one to the other, and it helped. I was just walking at a steady pace and trying. Now this one is special. The 7. You'll see this in music, and it's not too terribly difficult. Watch what happens. If I take a scale, let's take the C scale, and I have 7 notes in the space of a beat. The next note up would be the octave, right? So you will see this quite a bit. Like you've probably seen this in clarinet.
In Valdres, actually, there was lots of 7s.
Now, here's where, when you see this, and this can go at a very quick tempo, but here's what's happening. It's an ornament that's used to connect 2 octaves. So in other